Hey everybody, doing a quick video here because I've seen this question pop up in a few places, and people asking about the standby music in the Ghost Driver, the toy, specifically for Pythagoras, which is supposed to be a Spectre-specific form. That's in the Hyper Battle video with Ghost using EQ. And people have been asking if it uses the Spectre standby sound. I figured I'd go ahead and show that because that's been asked a lot. Because unfortunately, a lot of the videos where people are shown hacking the Ghost Driver, they don't show the standby sound. They usually just cut straight to the announcement. So I'm going to try and go ahead and hack this. Help if I turn it on first. And let's see if we can get the sound right. Okay. So as you can see, it uses Ghost's standby music and not Spectre's, which is a major disappointment. And I'll go ahead and just go over this on this video since I'm doing this right now anyway. Bandai really had zero foresight, unfortunately, when it came to doing this belt. That's pretty clear in the fact that there's other historic figures that are programmed into it that aren't part of the 15 great historic figures that they have to find and collect. The fact that there was supposed to be a EX movie set of 2 icons with the Ghost X Drive movie, which was supposed to be, I believe, was supposed to be Drive's icon, and the actual Da Vinci icon, which Da Vinci is programmed in here, and Da Vinci is one of the Ganma in the movie. So we didn't get that, and some people are saying that's due to possibly a low expectation in sales, specifically because movie sets with movie only forms don't generally really sell that well. There are some exceptions, but for example, the Apple Lock Seed sets from Gaim, the Type Fruits with the Drive Lock Seed set from Gaim and Drive movie, they're still sitting around on Amazon for like really cheap. They take forever to move because it's a one-time use thing, and kids don't really care about that. So there's that. But generally overall, the Ghost Driver shows a major lack of foresight, especially in Spectre's use of icons. Thanks, Luna. You really helped there. Thank you. Where the only icons that are actually programmed with Spectre's standby sound are Spectre, Tutankhamun, Nobunaga, Houdini, there's a combo one that we probably won't get, which is the Tenkatsuits, which is a combination of Nobunaga, Hideyoshi, and Ieyasu. That's programmed with Spectres. Technically, also, there's a combination for Ore Specter, which uses both. It actually swaps back and forth between Bachidamina and Bachidamido. And then there's one pin combination that uses Spectre's standby sound that doesn't make any announcements. Now, they could, if they wanted, they could make more forms for Spectre that uses that blank announcement and then just have included sounds in the actual icons. That supposedly is going to be the case with the Necrom icon, which will apparently use the full blank, full silence, no standby sound pin combination, and will have all of its own announcements programmed into the actual icon for when it's used in the Ghost Driver. I don't know if that's completely accurate because I don't speak Japanese and don't read Japanese, and I couldn't see that for myself. But all translations of toy magazine scans have shown that that's to be the case. Continuing on, there's this whole thing of collecting icons between two rival writers in the show, and we see Specter use Edison in the show with his standby sound intact, and that's not something that you can do in the toy. Pythagoras' Specter's form doesn't have his standby sound in the toy, so this shows a real lack of foresight with Bandai, and I'm almost kind of wondering what the plan was, because the thing is okay, we've had the Sengoku driver, which had a separate switch system to change the standby sounds. They could have done something like that. We had the drive driver and Mach driver, which actually has an internal memory and remembers what form you had in the driver whenever you do a tire change or a signal bike, and keeps that standby sound when you swap them out, if I recall. I don't have those two toys specifically, but if I remember correctly from demonstrations, that was the case. So we have one system that uses a switch to switch standby sounds, and we have another system that actually uses internal memory. And neither of those were apparently considered for a belt that was used by multiple riders, just like with Gaim, with icons that are supposed to be used between either of them. And I don't know what Bandai was thinking. And unfortunately, this kind of ruins the roleplay aspect of the toy a little bit. I mean, it's still a fun toy. I still love it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it. Yeah, it's unfortunate that they didn't have the foresight to consider that. Anyway, I've already rambled on long enough, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I hope this was informative, and yeah, let me know if there's any other ones that you guys want to hear in comments or messages or whatever, and I can always do that. I'm always happy to serve my fellow Toku community in any way possible. Alright, have a good night.